What's poppin', y'all? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shades by Slay, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do a makeup tutorial for beginners. It's going to be super detailed, super easy, and we are just going to go step by step into how to apply your makeup. If you are interested, stay tuned. First thing first, I am going to moisturize my lips because we are not about to do this video and my lips are dry. I'm just going to go in with Kinship Super Melt, and this is just like a lip mask. And we are just moisturizing our lips. Now that our lips are moisturized, this is gonna help us for when we go later into the video. But when applying makeup, you wanna make sure that your face is hydrated and plump. You do not wanna put foundation or start your makeup on dry skin. That's just gonna be a disaster. It is the winter months, it is January, it is the coldest it's ever been in Texas right now. So my face is just dried out. So I'm gonna start with a hydrating oil. Now the oil I'm going to be using today is the Tarte Maracuja oil. This has always been a staple of mine, and I'm just going to add a little drop on my face, and this is going to start off to start moisturizing my face. And we are just rubbing that in. A little goes a long way, so you don't need a lot with this oil. Now, when using a primer, now you may ask me, what does a primer do? What is it? The primer helps to smooth out the skin as well as creates an even base for the makeup. It also can prolong the wear of your makeup. Primer is really good for hydration. This is why I use it right after I use one of my hydrating oils. So for primer, I'm going to be using the NYX Marshmallow Primer. Y'all, this primer smells really good. It smells like baby oil. While we're letting that sit there and absorb into our skin, I'm going to be starting with my brows. This is my preference. I'm going to be going in with the setting powder, and the setting powder is just an agent to dry out any moisture I have around the brows, so when applying my brow step, it's not oily. When you're doing this, you don't want to add a lot of setting powder. You just want to do enough so that the setting powder is taking out all of the oils. My brows, I'm going to be using Benefit Brows, my Precisely Brow Pencil. This is in the shade 5. I'm just going to go with my natural arch, and I'm just filling in my brows. I'm not doing anything special. Now that I filled in my eyebrows, I am going to go in and I'm going to clean them up and shape them up. When I do that, I usually use a concealer. We're just going to go right up under the brow, and we are just going to clean up. Now, if you want to clean up the top of your brows, it's totally up to you. I'm going to do it for this sake. And you just want to make sure you're cleaning up to your liking. Now, the next step I'm going to be doing is foundation. Now, when choosing foundation, it just solely depends on your skin type. The undertone, the coverage, and whatever finish that you would like, whether it's matte or dewy. My skin and everyone's skin tends to be drier than normal. So the best foundation is something that's hydrating and creamy and something that provides a natural radiant finish. So the foundation I'm going to be using today is the IT Cosmetic Your Skin But Better CC Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream. I absolutely love this foundation. Now, when it comes to smell, it's not all that great, but it definitely is full coverage, and it does have an SPF. And even in the wintertime, we still need SPF to protect our skin. When blending out your foundation, you want to make sure that you cover all of your face. And when I put on my foundation, I make sure I leave under my eyes clear so that it can have room for concealer. We're not layering the concealer on top of the foundation. We added our foundation, which evened out our skin tone. I'm going to be going in with a concealer. Some people may ask, what is concealer? So concealer is something that is going to conceal your hyperpigmentations. For me, I have dark circles, so I'm just going to add my concealer so that everything can be even. The concealer I'm going to be using today is Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I'm going to apply this right up under my eye, and it is going to be right in the middle of my nose. So I am contouring today, so I want to make sure I put my concealer in the areas that are usually highlighted. When adding your concealer, you want to make sure that you let it sit for a little bit. So the longer it sits, the more concentrated it becomes, and when you try to blend it out, it gives it a more concentrated or thicker finish. For contouring, I am going to start at the hollows of my cheek, and I just want to go with my cheekbone. I don't want to go against it. I want to go with my cheekbone. And also you want to make sure you are putting it at your hairline. Make sure you contour your nose. So you want to make sure you put it on the sides of your nose. Yeah, I do like a button nose, so I am going to put it right here. Now that we let our concealer sit for a little bit, we are going to blend that out. Usually blend it out with a fluffy brush like this, and I just go and I tap lightly. The lighter you tap, the better it is. You don't want to go up under your eye tapping really rough. Again, this is a sensitive part of your face. Just blending this out up under our eye. As you can see, my dark circles are gone from this side, and I want to make sure I do the other side. We want to put the concealer to where when we take a picture and it flashes, we want to make sure we're highlighting the areas that the lighting will usually shine. Blending our nose out as well. When blending out contour, I am going to be blending out my cheekbones, so I want to make sure I use an angled brush for that. Like this is really good for that, a fluffy angle brush. And I am just blending going upward. I don't want to just like grind it together. No, I want to make sure I am patting, and I want to blend going up. When doing contour, you don't want to add too much contour, because if you do, it's gonna come out and it's gonna start looking muddy, and that's what we don't want. We don't want muddy contour. When doing makeup, guys, you got to remember to trust the process. That is like the biggest thing. It may look crazy now, but once you're all said and done, it's gonna come together. And for our nose, we are just going to lightly drag it down, as well as bringing it right up under eyebrow. Sheesh, that was a tongue twister. But we are just blending it lightly, and we're bringing it right up under our eyebrow, because naturally all of this goes together. So we're just making it blend all together. I'm going to go in with the lighting concealer, and I'm just going to put it up under my eyes to give it a more brightening effect. Now for blush, it is totally up to you. I'm going to be using a darker tone blush today. I don't know, I just want to give it a little red. But I'm going to be going in with the ColourPop Cosmetics. This blush is in the shade Royal Flush, and when it comes to ColourPop blushes, it is very pigmented. Any liquid blushes period is very pigmented, so you don't want to add a lot. And for me, I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to pick that up, and then I'm going to add that to my face. As you can see, I did pick it up with my brush, so a lot did not come on my face. The camera looks like it's picking up a lot, but it's really not a lot. And I'm just going to add this right here. And blush placement is preference you prefer, but I am just going to add this right here. And I'm just going to do the same for the other side. And before we get into our setting powder, I am going to add concealer on the top of my eyes, because again, that is what I use for an eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to put concealer on the top of my eyes, and as you can see, I do have hyperpigmentation on the top, so I am going to put the concealer there to conceal what I want to hide. Next step is adding setting powder. Setting powder is just going to blur out and mattify up under our eyes, and it's going to also mattify our pores. So you want to make sure if you're out in public, you can also use setting powder to soak up all the oil. Like if your face get oily, you can just dot a few taps on your face, and it's just going to absorb all of that moisture. Now when I'm doing my setting powder, I usually pick up some, and I am putting it on the back of my hand before I apply it to my face. If you don't do that, you're gonna have a lot of pickup. I'm gonna start with our eyeshadow. Now when doing eyeshadow, I am just gonna do like a two-step method. If you guys are interested in another eyeshadow tutorial, please let me know and I can drop one. But for today, I'm just gonna go with a darker shade on the outer corner of my eye. And I have big eyes, so I do like to put a lot of eyeshadow. Since you are a beginner, we are just going to do a two-step method. So now that we've blended out our darkest shade, we're just going to add a glitter on top of that. And when it comes to shimmer, you just want to place it on your eye and just drag it a little bit. The more you put and build it up, the brighter the shimmer will be. Blend out your shimmer, you want to make sure you have a flat brush like this. Now that we've done that, I am going to go in and I'm going to put the same colors on my bottom line. I am going to do eyeliner. The eyeliner I'll be using today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeliner. I'm going to be honest, if you are a beginner, I would not suggest you use a liquid eyeliner because it can get messy. So for eyeliner, just do what you're used to. And for me, I have big eyes, so I am going to be doing a wing liner that fits my eyes. Okay, while we're waiting for our eyelashes to dry, we are going to go in with our mascara. The mascara I'm going to be using today is the Smashbox Super Fan Mascara. I know every girl has their own mascara they like to use, so I'm just going to be using this mascara on my bottom lashes. Let's put on our eyelashes. For your lips, it really depends on you. Some people like to overline or underline. I am going to line my lips. Some people just like to put on lipstick or lip gloss. It's pretty much up to you, but for me, I'm going to line my lips. You want to line it with the darker shade, and then you want to go in with the lighter shade. And now that I line my lips, I am going to go in and show you guys a little secret. So if you don't have like a lighter shade that you like, you can use your concealer and this act as a lighter shade for your lipstick. As you can see, I'm just going to go in with my regular concealer. I'm just going to add a little bit, and you can get a brush and just blend it out. And as you can see, it's like the perfect ombre. If you have a shade of lip gloss that's closer to the concealer, you can add it to your lips. And for this one, I'm going to be using Juvia's Place Bronze Sugar. And I'm going to be using one of these little Q-tip thingies. And I'm just going to put my gloss on it because I don't want to transfer or change the colors. And I'm just going to put it right on my lips. The last and final step, this is very important. So if you're going out, you're going to a concert, or you're just going out and about, or you're going to wear your makeup all day, you want to apply a setting spray. Now this setting spray is going to hold your makeup in place. It's going to lock in everything that you did, and it's just going to make your face look really, really good and last for a long time. The setting spray we'll be using today is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is not only going to let your makeup last for a long time, but it's also going to hydrate your face. After you spray, you want to make sure that you use a fan to just kind of lock everything in. And after that, your makeup is done. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you enjoyed about the video. Let me know if there anything I can help you further. If you want to drop an eyeshadow tutorial or a contour tutorial. Again, if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And peace.